comic books to TV shows and all things loved by nerds. We'll share just how we rate them, from our favorites to the worst. Poking fun at toxic fandom, so we'll kick this into gear and see what's on the list today. Let's discuss some toxic tears.
Tell me how you feeling. And we'd go, fantastic, terrific, great, oh yeah, strong juice, baby sucker, I feel wonderful, right on, right on, right on, juice, 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 juice. I feel great. Ooh, wah, wah, let's kick some ass, kick some ass. Who's number one? We are. Who's number two? Who gives a fuck?
Welcome to episode 5, part 1 of Toxic Tears. We're back. We are back and ready for business. We'll be covering the films of 1984. Joining me, as always, is the killer himself, Rob Cochran.
In the house! If you need a wonderful Jason Voorhees cause performer for any event, birthday party, or Comic-Con, I'm your man. Just give me a shout at the Camp Killer on either Facebook or Instagram.
Yes, he's your man.
I'm your man. Your killer.
You heard it here first, ladies. You heard it here first. All right. As I said, it's episode 5. And we are super excited to review with you the first. We got 3 parts on this one. We're going to be doing 6 films with each part. We're trying to streamline our process, make it a little more fun for you guys and gals. But we have one rule.
Yes.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
If you don't know what a dick is, take biology. Don't be a dick means, if you don't know what it means not to be a dick in the comment section, then you shouldn't be commenting. If you do comment something that is atrocious, we are going to block you, because this is not a democracy. It's a benevolent dictatorship.
Dick.
Don't be a dick.
Dictatorship. See what you did there.
There you go. Let's talk about our toxic tier breakdowns. So, if it is an S, it is...
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
So, S means iconic, near perfection, if not perfection.
Yep.
So, it is the top tier of horror. Second is A.
Good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing.
That means it's good, but it doesn't reach GOAT status. Right, Rob?
Just a smidge under.
Just a smidge. Not many people use the word smidge anymore, Rob.
They do not. I thought I'd bring that back.
Yep, that's the word of the day, is smidge.
Smidge.
I want you to use smidge as much as you can today. As much as you can today, Bob. Let's really bring it back. C.
I mean, it's alright. Like, overrated as fuck, in my opinion. I mean...
C means it's watchable, not necessarily memorable.
Right.
So
don't regret my time. You know, it was enjoyable.
Right. It's you know, it's just base. F.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
It's now, in all fairness, F might be so bad it's good. You may not watch it again, but as Rob always says, you didn't regret watching
it, right.
So, and last but not least, Z.
What the fuck?
We don't know what the hell they were thinking of Z. We've had a lot of Z's.
Give me that 2 hours back. Never see that movie again in life. Don't mention it to me. I don't want to hear the name.
The director and producer should be prosecuted.
The actor's shot.
Right. I think for me that so far, the number one Z is in Seminoid.
Yes,
Still my number
100%.
one
Yeah, 100%.
So if you haven't seen Inseminoid, count yourself lucky. So, all right, there will be spoilers.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
These films are 42 years old, so if you haven't seen them by now. Now, I do give a bye to Gen Z and Gen Alpha, maybe some millennials. That's why we say spoilers, because you may want to watch the films. So if you see one of these films pop up, be aware there will be spoilers. And as always, want to thank some of our favorite YouTube channels when we're not able to watch the full movie or can't make it through the full movie, like in the case of Inseminoid. We will watch these channels at Fanboy Flicks, at Minty Comedic Arts, at The Bad Movie Bible, at The Brandon Tenold, which is Robin, my favorite channel.
He's great.
At Dead Meat, Great Kill Counts, and at The Horror Geek. So check those out. So there were 46 movies in 1984 that were horror, and you're going to see why we have the quotes.
The quotes, yeah, you got the quotes.
It was the lowest amount of horror movies produced in the 80s, any particular year. The highest was 118, and that's coming up in 1988.
Booming for horror.
Yes. So this was, I had mentioned to Rob that the slasher flicks had actually started to taper down, and there was consideration of kind of moving away. And one of the films in our countdown, or our tier countdown today, actually revitalized the slasher genre on its own. And it was a sequel, which is, you never hear that about sequels. So, but before we begin, we got to give a quick shout out to Ozzy Osbourne. I got some really cool notes.
Huge loss, man. What an icon.
He was the co-founder and lead singer of Black Sabbath, which was formed in 1968.
68, yeah.
He basically was the godfather of
heavy metal. Absolutely, 100% the godfather. Everybody says that.
His most noticeable albums are Black Sabbath, 1970, Paranoid, which was also in 1970,
Excellent.
and Master of Reality, which was in 71. Mm-hmm. He was fired from Black Sabbath in 1979 because of substance abuse issues.
Huge substance abuse issues.
Right. And that was seen as he got older. You can see the effects of that. His solo career lasted from 1980 till 2025 because he just did that. He had the reunion concert.
He just did it the week before he died.
Right.
Yeah. With Black Sabbath, he reunited with them, which was perfect, that he did that.
His debut album was Blizzard of Oz, 1980. It features Mr. Crowley and Crazy Train. Guys, I would do that soundbite, but we would get demonetized. He collaborated with guitar legend Randy Rhoads until Rhoads' death in 1982. His other successful albums... God, I can't talk today.
You can't talk.
Albums was Diary of a Madman, No More Tears, Osmosis, Patient Number 9. Most people do remember when he bit the head off of a bat. Was that a real bat?
He got so tired of people talking about it. The kind of stories differ on that. Apparently it was a...
in the 2000s, he moved a little bit away from music and started the MTV reality show The Osbournes, which ran 3 years. He founded Ozfest, which has run from 1996 to 2018.
Huge event.
I wonder if they'll bring that back now.
I think they'll keep it going.
They ended it.
I think they should as tribute anyway.
And he was inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006 with Black Sabbath. So
I think as far as lead singers leaving bands and having solo careers, his is probably at the top of the list.
Oh yeah, he's a legend.
I mean, that's just...
Yeah, he's a legend. They always give some artists that are good artists, they say, oh, they're a legend, but Ozzy was a legend.
Truly a legend and an icon. He really did create heavy metal. I mean...
Yeah. Guys, comment in the comments if you were an Ozzy fan or not. And, besides Ozzy from that era, what other rock stars do you think also helped really develop and evolve heavy metal? I know I can name a couple right now. Also, we lost Hulk Hogan today.
What you gonna do, brother?
Hulk Hogan started in championship wrestling in 1977 under the ring name Sterling Golden,
Yeah.
Sterling Golden, then Terry Boulder.
Terry Boulder, yeah.
Yeah. He made his WWF debut in 1979, but was only there for a short time, then returned in 1983, which is where it really started to happen. He was cast as Thunderlips in Rocky III, 1982.
Hope we won't be reviewing that one at any time.
So his career with WWF, which eventually became the WWE from 1983 to 1993, he became the champion in 1984. Do you know who he defeated for that title, Rob? Let's see what you know.
Andre the Giant. No, well, he did take the title from Andre the Giant.
But that wasn't his first
That
time.
wasn't his first one. Was it Bruno Sammartino? No. So I'm not huge on
Iron
wrestling.
Sheik.
The Iron Sheik. That's the
right.
first time he ever won. Was
Yeah.
against the Iron Sheik?
Well, that's when he won his first championship.
I know that. I thought it was Andre was his first.
He was also the headliner at the first WrestleMania in 1985. He has 6 total WWF championship wins. And he did have an epic feud with Andre the Giant, WrestleMania 3, which I think is the best WrestleMania to date.
One of the biggest ones, yeah.
That's the one where, is that the one where Macho Man took on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
One of the best matches of all time?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was or not.
I think that's WrestleMania 3.
But Hogan picked up
Right.
Andre the Giant and body slammed him. That's
Yeah.
like...
I think that's the one where Macho Man and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat wrestled. That match went on forever.
Yeah.
He also has an epic feud with Macho Man Randy Savage. They used to be the Mega Powers and Ultimate Warrior Sergeant Slaughter. I really hated when they did the face turn with Sergeant Slaughter, made him like communist.
Collude with the communists. Yeah.
I hated that. He's made multiple movies, some of the most notable, No Holds Barred, which was his first cinematic venture for wrestling, Suburban Commando, and he was also in the series Thunder in Paradise. He jumped over to WCW in 1994. He immediately became the world champion. He turned heel in 1996 and formed the NWO. Remember the new World Order?
NWO.
He changed his shirt from yellow to black.
Huge.
With Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. He held the WCW world title again 6 times.
6 times.
He returned to WWE in 2002. He faced The Rock at WrestleMania X8.
He did.
He briefly held the championship. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005. He passed today.
By the way, Ron, X8, so that means 18. Just
So that was 18.
you said X8.
I've never seen it like that. Normally you see the full.
No, it's
woman,
18. Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever. But anyway, so you've got, what was the word you came up with? Smidge.
Word of the day, smidge. I'm
And
bringing
then
it back.
this is going to be the sound of the day.
The
So
sound of the day.
every time Rob does smidge, we'll play all the word. All right, so what was going on in 1984? Well, the PG-13 rating came into existence August 10th. Guess what the first movie was, Rob?
Under PG-13?
Yes.
I can't even imagine the guess.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze.
Good
Also,
movie.
put in the comments who your favorite wrestler is, other than Hulk Hogan, if you want to. Mine was Roddy Piper.
Yeah, good.
Junkyard Dog, Ultimate Warrior, who really couldn't wrestle, and who was the other one? Oh, I like Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Macho Man.
The Macho Man.
Oh yeah, snap it to his
Mine
face.
were obviously the Undertaker, Sting,
Yeah.
Kane.
So you like some of the more modern guys.
Yeah, well, they're not. Well, they're also OGs too. But
Yeah. So, also, guess what else happened? The first MTV Video Music Awards.
the MTV that's no longer MTV.
Right. Guess who the hosts were, Rob?
Vanilla Ice.
The fuck? Chat, can you guess who the hosts were? Anybody want to guess who the host of the first annual MTV Video Music Awards was? I'm going to learn English before the end of this
Please
broadcast.
try.
Yep. I'm going to give a couple seconds. Can anybody guess? I'll give you a hint. One of the guys is in one of the movies we're going to be talking about tonight.
No, it's not Dennis Quaid.
Dan Aykroyd
Dan,
and Bette Midler.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a strange choice for MTV Music Awards.
Yeah. It was the first annual.
Wow.
So they went all out. And realized, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but Ghostbusters was released in 1984, so Ghostbusters Mania was everywhere.
Right.
So it doesn't surprise
I
me.
find it funny that they still do the MTV Music Awards, but they don't do music anymore.
No, it's, MTV is
Stupid.
I would say the turn of the millennium is when MTV
They
was
stopped going. Yeah. Now they just do reality shows, pretty much.
Right. It was also the debut of Madonna's "Like a Virgin." She got a lot of controversy for this video. For this, you compare this to WAP or anything else today.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
there was
low
nothing.
key.
Madonna was tame.
She was tame compared to some
tame.
people. Yeah.
So also drop of the album "Purple Rain," "Purple Rain."
Please
by
don't
Prince.
sing. Please don't sing.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that was
Prince
awful.
is turning over in his grave.
Yeah. But Prince, I love Prince. I absolutely love. I don't think there's a song I don't like that Prince. Also, it was the infamous incident with Michael Jackson where his hair caught on fire.
On fire. Yeah, I remember that.
So during a Pepsi commercial on January 27th, he was hospitalized after burns at the event. But you'll see it come up right now. This is the best video I could find on it. By the way, the MTV Music Awards premiered on September 14th of that year. But yeah, here it goes. He's gonna. There was the flash. I think it popped too early, and he didn't even realize his hair was on fire. I think everybody else did because you'll see them all. He was still going.
He was still going.
He was still going. Yep. And they, So, but, yep. So Michael, that's where everyone said, what was his favorite song? Beat It.
Beat It. Beat It.
Yeah, exactly. So, whatever. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Somebody lost their job that day.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Also, it was the year of Band-Aid and their charity song, They know it's Christmas.
Let them know it's Christmas time.
Probably gets a lot of time for this. I love this song. That's a flashback, isn't it?
Big flashback.
It was also the launch of the Apple Macintosh.
Look at that awesome thing.
Who had the iconic, and I mean iconic, 1984 commercial to promote their product. I love this commercial.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Very Pink Floydish.
Well, it was from the novel 1984.
But it also looks, Pink Floyd took from that as well.
Secure from the pests of very contradictory thoughts.
It was just such a cool commercial.
Force is more powerful a weapon than any fleet.
It's funny because they're trying to say that Apple
We are one people.
changed the 1984, and yet thanks to computers and phones, we're watched more than ever. How did it work out the way they
How'd it work
thought?
out?
It wasn't the flex they thought it was. It's still a cool commercial.
We shall prevail.
They're trying to say that
On January 24th,
Microsoft
Apple
was-
Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why
No,
1984
actually,
won't be like 1984.
Actually, that might have not been the greatest thing that ever happened. But my uncle had an Apple Macintosh. He had an Apple IIc and an Apple Macintosh, and I loved that computer. I played Lode Runner on it a long time. I don't know if you ever saw Lode Runner.
yeah.
Yeah, I played that constantly on it. It was
Hi,
also
Brandy.
when Tetris came out, Rob.
Tetris.
Do you know where Tetris was
Spent
born?
many hours on that game.
You know where Tetris was born, Rob?
Germany. Wasn't it? No?
Russia.
Russia, okay.
Russia.
I know it's one of those
Russia.
enemies, or former
Yeah.
enemies of
Of
ours.
course, this is the very beginning of Tetris. There's an actual I couldn't find the movie. There's a documentary about the creation of Tetris. It's fantastic. Also, Ronald Reagan beat Walter Mondale 49 out of 50 states.
Wow, Ronnie. Love Ronnie.
I don't think anyone's ever done that before or after. He won one state.
One state.
What is that? I don't even know what that is. Where's that? Go ahead, Rob. See if you can.
I can't tell what
Is that-
that is
is that-
either. What is that?
That North Dakota?
I think so.
No, that's North Dakota, South Dakota, right? We're idiots, chat. I can't
Yeah, we
figure out
are.
what the fuck that state is.
Great president, though,
That's
Ronald
really
Reagan.
bad.
One
We're
of
going
the
to have
best.
to cut that in the YouTube replay. Public school education, folks. Also, the Soviet Union boycotted the Olympics that was held in L.A. Because the U.S. boycotted the 1980 games that were held in Moscow. But despite that, Carl Lewis won 4 gold medals in track and field,
Legend.
echoing Jesse Owens' 1936 performance. That's a legend.
That is a legend.
That's a legend. So, and speaking of legends, Michael Jordan was drafted as a 3rd-round pick to the Chicago Bulls.
3rd round.
Who would have thought that would have worked?
3rd round.
Yeah. Who would have thought that would have worked
Wow.
out? I remember watching him play on the Tar Heels.
Speaking of goats, he is definitely the GOAT, in my opinion.
So people always say he's the greatest player. I think Dr. J is, but that's just personal. I don't know if his
He's up
stats
there.
line up, but Dr. J is, to me, the greatest basketball player of all time. I don't know what state that was, but I know Dr. J was the greatest basketball player of all time. Fucking moron. Also, it was the debut of
More than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battles to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers. More than meets the eye. The Transformers. Robots in disguise.
It's the Decepticon communicator. Get more Autobots.
The Transformers. More than meets the eye. The Transformers from Hasbro.
the cartoon and the toy line.
Oh,
I had that one. That was Soundwave with the cassettes. There was a panther and a pterodactyl.
another panther.
It's funny because when I was the age to play with the Transformers, I could transform them without problem. Now I can't.
You can't do
I
it.
tried. I can't. It's like beyond my mental capability. Of course, I don't know what the fuck the state that Mondale lost was, so that should
Right.
not surprise anybody. Also, it was the debut of the TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book. So I wonder if Hope knows that. She's got to know that.
She's got to know that.
Yeah. And also, it started the crack academic.
Crack is whack.
The
Crack is whack.
in the United States, which was horrible. Some people still
Still is.
think today that that's a CIA.
Crack is whack.
It was a CIA op.
Yeah. Conspiracy theories.
But this, I wonder. It came. When did it start? I don't know if it's got. It didn't say when the surge began, but I wonder if Hunter Biden celebrates that.
The anniversary for it.
Yeah. So,
Crack is whack.
and then one of the most famous commercials was born.
It certainly is a big bun.
It's a very big bun.
Big fluffy bun.
It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Well, not her name's Sarah,
Where's the
Sarah
beef?
Peller.
At
I think.
Wendy's, we
Yeah,
serve a
where's the
hamburger
beef?
we
She's so
modestly call a
famous for
single.
that, man.
And Wendy's single has more beef
blew
than the
up.
Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more
Back,
beef
back
and less
then it wasn't
bun.
going
Hey,
viral.
where's the beef?
It was
I don't think there's
just
anybody back there.
blowing
You
up.
want something better.
I
You're
like the girl
Wendy's
listening
kind
to
of
the
people.
bun.
Listen, yeah.
I listen to the bun. That's my favorite part.
Crack is whack.
That's my favorite part. Is the girl listening to the bun. There have been. That's probably in the top 10 of most recognizable
of course.
slogans. Where's the beef? All right. So that was 1984 in a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
So
And that nutshell is wrong.
Crack is whack.
So, golly, it's so sad because Whitney Houston was such an amazing actress,
destroyed her,
singer,
destroyed her.
Freaking Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Anyway, it's his prerogative.
His prerogative. Oh wow.
Crack is whack.
Please don't tip those anymore.
So, all right. So our first movie we're going to be talking about is, I remember this in the video store, Trancers.
I do not.
I saw it because when you went to Blockbuster, 9 times out of 10, the movie you wanted to see was out.
Was gone, yeah.
So you either put your name on a list or they gave you an idea when they would come back. And these would be your, I put it in my notes here. It was your backup movie.
Backup movie, yeah.
And so whenever we did sleepovers or anything like that when I was a kid, we'd rent 3 to 5 of these movies. And I do think I've seen all of these. I don't remember them, but it's Trancers. So let's take a look at the trailer.
Have there been 6 of those?
You know what? Let me find out.
I'm sorry.
No,
That's probably coming up later.
No, there's 5 sequels in a comic series. So this film had 5 sequels. Insane. One of the coolest names ever of a hero. What was it, Rob?
Death. What's the
Jack Death.
Jack Death.
Jack Death.
Hello, Jack
D-E-T-H. Jack Death. I know that. Still don't know what fucking steak that was, but so you can see the full extent of the of my knowledge. So this was made at $400,000. There is no known data on what it actually grossed, because most of it came from video sales and like HBO and all that. Huh. There are 13 on-screen deaths. This is a time travel kind of zombie movie because the bad guy can turn people into psychic zombies.
Yeah, pretty much.
That try to eat you, but they're not your typical zombies. This is a situation where the villain goes back in time to kill the council members, and so he can avoid being stopped from his plan of anarchy. And our hero, Jack Death, goes back in time, occupies the body of his former, or his younger, well, his grandfather, his ancestor,
an ancestor,
and then tries to stop the villain. Didn't they do this with they did this kind of in X-Men Days of Future Past. Wolverine goes back.
It was young.
Yeah, so basically, he
goes into
doesn't
his
go
younger
back,
self, yeah.
They send his mind back.
Right.
So I really hope they didn't get that idea. The X-Men movie didn't get the idea from that. It only affects weak-minded people who are called squids. Does that mean that Jack's ancestor was a weak-minded person?
Pretty much.
But I think that mainly applies to who they can turn into psychic zombies.
Now, the villain in this, did he create? Did they do his bidding, or are they just mindless?
Yeah, he controlled them.
He could control
like a hive mind.
Okay.
Like a hive mind.
I didn't get
There's
that one.
tons of plot holes, and they actually identify the plot holes in the dialogue. So it's
let's get away on these high-powered scooters.
Yeah, exactly. It's also the amount of shoulder pads in this movie.
Oh, they had no shortage of shoulder pads.
Was insane.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of people attribute this to being a Christmas movie like Die Hard.
What?
Because it takes place during Christmas, and one of the zombies ends up being Santa Claus.
You Die Hard is a Christmas movie. People are ridiculous.
Yeah, this Die Hard is a Christmas movie, Rob. Just give it up. Actor Biff Menard.
Biff
actually had his real tooth knocked out, and he kept it as a souvenir. After
he kept it as a souvenir.
So the Trancers, it's supposed to be a Christmas movie, or it falls into that umbrella, like Rob said. Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Batman Returns, Gremlins. I do think they're Christmas movies. My criteria is if it takes place during Christmas, if there's a Christmas theme, if they're doing Christmas stuff, it's a Christmas movie. Rob thinks that it has to be like, go ahead, Rob, explain what your definition of a Christmas movie is.
It's like, the feel-good movie, I don't know.
There's lots of
it's about Christmas, Santa Claus
so
doing
it's got to
things.
be like dogmatically about Christmas.
A Christmas, Christmas movie. Even if it's Santa Claus killing people, it's still a Christmas movie.
He can't explain it, guys. This is why he is. But I don't know. Die Hard to me is a Christmas movie. I don't know about this one, but the zombie effects aren't bad, but they're not. They are dead, but they're not dead. He even says that.
They're probably halfway in between.
Yeah, but they're being. What I'm assuming is he mentally kills them and then replaces them with his essence or mind or whatever. So, and Rob is correct. There are 5 sequels and a comic book and a special edition black and white version.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, there was a need for that. But Helen Hunt is in 3 of these things. Wow. There is Trancers, Trancers 2, The Return of Jack Death. Trancers 3, Death Lives.
Death Lives.
Such 80 titles. Trancers 4, Jack of Swords. Trancers 5, Sudden Death.
Sudden Death.
And then Trancers 6, they did the typical female swap out. Same attitude, different sex. There was a short film that Helen Hunt was also in called Trancers City of Lost Angels. And then, of course, the black and white version. There was also a comic book series.
Funny.
So the comic book series looks actually the comic book series might actually be better because they could probably fill all those holes with the comic book.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So, as mentioned, Helen Hunt, this was her first big role. She did three and a half of them. Most people know her from Mad About You.
Twisters.
Did you ever watch that series?
No.
Okay, so you know her more from Twisters.
Twisters, that's where I know her from, yeah.
She was also in Pay It Forward, As Good as It Gets, and believe it or not, she was Patrick Swayze's love interest in Next of Kin.
Oh, that's right, she was.
Where
I forgot
Swayze
about that.
plays a backwoods vigilante.
Not a bad movie.
Not a good movie either.
Well.
It was the main actor, the protagonist was Tim Thomerson. And he was in Near Dark, Volunteers. He did the 2 Dollman movies, which, again, that was one of those backup movies. I've seen them. And as a kid in the 80s, it was just cheesy glee. He was in Harry Crump, Cherry 2000. God, what a terrible movie. Iron Eagle, Rhinestone. With Sylvester Stallone and Julie Parton and Air America. I think this is probably what he's most remembered for, though.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so. The director was Charles Brand. So he mostly produced films. He has 540 credits. The only film he directed was Dr. Mordred, which I think was the original script for Doctor Strange before Marvel got the rights back.
Okay.
But he produced... he was involved with Trancers, all the Trancers films, the Dollman films, Puppet Master 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Eliminators, that's a great movie, by the way.
Eliminators?
Dolls, yeah. Dolls, TerrorVision, Cannibal Women, The Avocado Jungle Death. I just like saying the title. Robot Jocks, From Beyond, Ghoulies 2, Zone Troopers. I saw that, but I don't remember if I liked it.
Zone Troopers.
I think it was funny.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Troll, and then a couple of bikini movies and subspecies, but pretty elaborate B movie. I call him, he's the king of the backup movies. This is the guy who brought all the backup movies that when you were anywhere between 13 and 17 and you were going to Blockbuster and couldn't find the movie you wanted, these are the movies you rented. And a lot of them became, Puppet Master became a solid IP. I think that was Ghoulies. I wouldn't put it up with Puppet Master, but...
Never saw Ghoulies. Was it a ripoff of Goonies?
No.
Was it at all?
Gremlins.
Huh? Oh, was it?
Gremlins, Critters, that kind of thing, yeah. And then the writer was Danny Blitzen, he wrote Zone Troopers, The Flash series, and The Rocketeer. He was also involved in Ghoulies 2, Eliminators, the Trancer films as well. So it looks like Charles and Danny worked together a good long time on these projects. I need to see Zone Troopers. I need to see that film. So that's the info on Trancers.
This starts a trend coming from me tonight. I don't believe this was a horror movie. It's a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, so Rob is right. There was 46
zombies, maybe
horror movies.
But
IMDb qualifies this as a horror. It says horror, sci-fi, action.
They were reaching.
It's got zombies, so.
Well,
I guess,
that's what I just said. You got zombies, maybe so. Okay.
and it's got 13 on-screen kills.
But are they really truly
I mean,
zombies?
Death Wish had a ton of on-screen kills. It's not a horror movie. So, but I would say the zombie element. It's not. If you like zombies, I hate zombie movies. If you like zombie movies, this is not a zombie movie.
That kind of zombie, no.
You want to watch this because you want to re-experience the B movies of the 80s. I want to give it a C, but the plot holes are really bad. It's almost as bad as the plot holes in Endgame. And Endgame tried to explain, and they do too, but none of it makes sense. Like, I'll give you an example. He has this watch that allows him to slow time for 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
And they send it, but then you use it up. And rather than send him a whole case of watches, they send him one at a time. But they can send watches back in time, but they can't send a human being, which, again, no, because Terminator, that's why they come with the organic material.
They don't send him any weapons or anything either, just the watch.
No. What, does he not have, where does he get the weapon? No, the weapon comes in the box.
Oh, it comes, okay.
Yeah, so, I don't know, Rob, what's your thoughts? It's a fun movie, though. It's not a bad watch. It is a fun movie. And it is something that you might watch over and over again.
You watch it over and over again?
Yeah, but that's when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the generations now would do it, but if you were a Gen Xer, yeah. Gen Xers know Trancers. It's one of those B movie series, like Puppet Master, like Ghoulies, like Critters, that exists in the zeitgeist. So you would rate an F.
You take it between C and F? You're trying to decide? These are
like right there. But we can't do that. I don't know why it lets me move it sometimes there and sometimes I got to go to the other screen. I don't know, Rob. This one's a tough one.
You feel strongly about it. Put it in C.
Yeah, I'll see if I change. We may change our minds. We'll put it C for now. And by the end of the show, see if it holds steady. So Trancers is a very fragile C.
Very fragile C, yes.
Very fragile, very fragile C.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
I just didn't use smidge either. That was very.
I did not use smidge.
I use smidge in that somehow. All right, that's Trancers. Our next movie is one of my favorite of all time.
100%.
The Terminator. Rob has argued that this is not a horror film.
Definitely not a horror movie. Not even close.
IMDb says it's horror sci-fi. I think it's a horror because it's a serial killer or slasher robot.
Okay. Now, let me dispute that.
Mm-hmm.
If he'd have killed, he was sent back in time to kill Sarah Connor specifically, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he had accomplished that within an hour of him or his arrival, he would have powered himself down, gone to some remote area, powered himself down, and never killed anybody else. So this is not just a cold-blooded killer on the loose.
Based on quantity, right?
Yeah,
so,
a cold-blooded killer is going to just keep killing.
So Jason traps 15 people in a room and kills them all at one time and then goes done.
No, he's not done. He continues to kill.
He's already left.
But as soon as he kills Sarah Connor, he's done. That's it. There's nobody else he's going to kill.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you'll be back.
I mean, I would have called no, because it is not. You compare it to Terminator 2 or Aliens. Alien feels more like a horror film.
Alien is definitely a horror movie.
But Aliens may not be a horror film. Terminator feels like a horror film where Terminator 2 does not.
Terminator 2 is definitely not a horror film.
I think we can agree to disagree on that one. And I'm probably wrong anyway.
We can agree to disagree.
We're not always going to. In the comments think that Terminator is a horror film, let us know.
We don't always agree on things, folks. Isn't that a surprise?
Yeah, shocker. Shocker.
I'll be back.
But we both agree it's a phenomenal movie, though.
Yes. All right, so let's watch the trailer to Terminator. This had a budget of 6.4. Guess how much it made, Rob?
30.
Nope.
Lower?
No, higher.
Oh, 100.
No, lower. 78.
70. I was going to say 70.
Yeah, 78 million. 40 on-screen deaths.
40?
Yeah, because remember the club.
Oh, and the whole police department.
Station.
Yeah, okay.
if you count the nuclear war, it would be 3 billion.
Right.
It did launch James Cameron's career because he directed and wrote the screenplay. It launched Arnold Schwarzenegger. I disagree. I think Conan launched Schwarzenegger.
It didn't launch him. It boosted him, but Terminator launched him.
I think Terminator was like the rocket fuel, but I still think Conan launched. I didn't realize he did Conan and Conan the Destroyer before he did this movie.
I didn't know he did both.
Yeah, I didn't realize they fell so quickly behind each other.
It definitely lost Linda Hamilton.
Yeah,
for sure.
So James thinks Terminator's higher. So, but the T-800 exoskeleton was created by Stan Winston, and of course everyone recognizes the score by Brad Fiedel's Minimalist score, which was that synth score, that awesome score. Very basic. Dude, that thing is just one of the best soundtracks out there. So I had told Rob that I had wished after Terminator 2 they had made the third movie would have just gone as a prequel to show John Connor working his way to get to the machine. They almost did that in Terminator Genesis, but they fucked it up, and mostly because Schwarzenegger couldn't be in it. They even fucked up his likeness in it, but I would have liked to see it, and then they should have ended it. I told Rob they could probably do it for it if like somebody from the lab like found one last piece, and tried to recreate it, and then Skynet came back, but then they stopped it again. They could have rebooted at that point. They could have. Then it could have been a different, because Skynet would have been a completely different situation.
Right.
But maybe instead of a nuclear war, they'd bio war or something like that. But do
you think anybody will ever try to remake the Terminator series?
No, after Dark Fate, I think that killed.
Plus, I mean, who else is going to be the Terminator besides Arnold?
No,
I mean, you can't change that.
Comparison. Yeah, yeah. This was back in the day when Schwarzenegger and Stallone owned
action movies.
cinema.
Oh yeah, they did.
I just got done watching Raw Deal last night.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this was just. It came out at the perfect time, I think.
Yeah.
It just was phenomenal.
Yep. It was insane. Insane.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
So James Cameron directed the film, and I don't know if a lot of people know how extensive Cameron's career is. So he directed Piranha 2, Aliens, Terminator 2, Terminator, The Abyss, True Lies, Titanic, and both Avatar movies.
Wow,
one's on the way.
What horrible movies he directed. Jeez.
Yeah, what a loser. But he also was the writer and creative consultant on Rambo First Blood Part 2. Did
he
you know
wrote
that?
movies?
Yeah.
I didn't know
just Rambo Part 2.
Wow.
I never knew that. He also, for whatever fucking reason, did Genesis, the Dark Fate. I can't remember what this other one is. The other Terminator movie. What was it? I can't read it.
It was Genesis, Dark
Fate. Oh, it was Genesis, because the other one was...
The newest one is Dark Fate.
Which one was Salvation?
That was the fourth.
Was that the one where they go into the future? The full future one? Anyway.
Let us know if you know.
He also rewrote the script, although he's uncredited, for Alien Nation.
Huh.
He was the producer on Solaris and Alita Battle Angel, which was a very good movie. He was the production assistant on Rock and Roll High School. He helped with the visual effects on Apollo 13. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
No, I had no idea.
And he was director of photography or in the art department for 2 Roger Corman films where he really got a start, with Battle Beyond the Stars, Galaxy of Terror, and Escape from New York.
Didn't it?
Insane.
All that surprised me. I just thought he was a director. James says it should have ended after T2. The future war was prevented from happening.
Yeah, what I was saying, James, it would have been cool to have a prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if they wanted to reboot it, they could have done it, but they would have had to have somebody find the material. Yeah. Instead of creating Skynet, create something else because of it. Right. Then they could have rebooted it properly, but you'd still have to have Arnold in it. You're right. You have to have Arnold in it. You just have to have Arnold in it. Right, Arnold?
I'll be back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be back. What an iconic phrase.
Stan Winston. Holy shit. Look at all of
Quite a resume.
He
Good
did
Lord.
the effects for The Wiz.
Wow.
Did we even talk about that he did the effects for Something Wicked? This Way Comes?
We did.
I just hit puberty. Pumpkinhead. He actually directed that. The Heartbeats. I think it's called Heartbeats. The Entity, The Thing, Aliens, Schwarzenegger in Predator, Predator 2. I just watched that recently. He did makeup effects for Friday the 13th Part 2 and 3. Did you know that? He was on credit.
I did not know that.
Jurassic Park and The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, which is where the franchise took a nosedive. Terminator and Terminator 2, Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. It is Salvation. Salvation was the one where they go into the future. Had they done that one as a prequel right after Terminator 2 and had Arnold in it, I think that would have been... Because then you could have went back to the horror roots. Because Terminator 2 was the anti-hero. In Terminator, in that movie, he would be back to being the scary guy. Leviathan... Constantine. I didn't know he was involved in Constantine either.
Yeah.
Lake Placid, Congo. Interview with a Vampire. I didn't know he was involved in that film. AI. The infamous Island of Dr. Moreau, which is one of the worst films ever made. There's a great documentary called Island of Lost Souls about that movie. It's so worth a watch. Galaxy Quest, Small Soldiers, The Time Machine. That was the remake. Pearl Harbor, The Monster Squad. He did all the monsters. And I'm going to save my comments on that because we're going to have a big talk about the Monster Squad and how they overcame the Universal Monster thing to make that movie. G.I. Joe, Shutter Island, Starman. We talked about him doing the Penguin for Batman Returns, Invaders from Mars, Darkness Falls. He did the effects for End of Days, Tank Girl, The Relic, another great movie, and Avatar. And he helped design the suit for Iron Man.
Wow.
We talked about that early too. Arnold Schwarzenegger has 983 credits. He made 22 movies from 1980 to the year 2000.
Holy shit.
So there is his movies. Again, and I put these in order. See, he did Hercules, New York, Conan, and Conan 2 before Terminator.
That's a horrible resume.
Yeah. But Commando, The Running Man, Red Heat, Batman and Robin, which almost killed the Batman franchise. Total Recall. He was the highlight of that movie, by the way.
He was.
Rise of the Machines. Or maybe it was Rise of the Machine. No, that was Terminator 3, yeah.
That's part 2.
Genesis. He's been in all the Terminators but one, but his likeness was used. The Sixth Day, which is a really good film. Raw Deal, Twins, Kindergarten Cop. I love that. Did not like
It's not a tumor.
Yeah, it's not a tumor. Not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Jingle All the Way, which I hate.
I like that movie. I do like that movie.
God, I hate that movie. Last Action Hero, I also hate.
I love that movie.
Damn. True Lies. I've
Great
never
movie.
seen him in The Man in the Iron Mask. He was in both Expendables, more so in Expendables 2. End of Days, which I did not like. Collateral Damage, I didn't like. I didn't like Escape. I did like Erasure.
Eraser was good.
Eraser was good. The Last Stand was okay. Sabotage, I think, is the first time I've seen him play a bad guy.
I haven't seen that.
Besides, obviously, the Terminator films. But what would you say his best movie is? Chat, what would you say Schwarzenegger's best movie is?
For me, it's Terminator.
Really?
Yeah. Probably Terminator 2. Just because I like the fact that he's in that, he comes back and he's the good guy.
He was so good in Conan.
Oh, it's so much better than Conan. Come on.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Come on.
Dude, they're two different movies.
I know that, but you can't even compare them.
Yeah, he had more acting in Conan.
But still, we're talking about iconic status.
I mean, as far as his performances.
When somebody walks up to you, you walk up to anybody and say Arnold Schwarzenegger, the first thing that comes to their mind is not going to be Conan, it's going to be Terminator.
No, it depends. It depends. But I would agree most people would probably say Terminator. Or Predator.
Or Predator.
Yeah, or Predator. So I really hope they bring him back in one of the Predator movies.
That'd be cool.
They desperately... That new Predator movie looks terrible, by the way. The Badlands, terrible.
Yeah, I saw the previews.
Michael Biehn, who is also in the film, he has a ton of films. He's got 191 credits, but most people know him from Terminator, Aliens, The Seventh Sign,
Tombstone.
The Abyss, he plays the bad guy. Tombstone, which hands down his best
I'm your
performance.
Huckleberry.
Hands down.
Hands down, yeah.
Navy SEALs, The Rock, which he's in Predator Killer of Killers, the cartoon. So Michael Biehn is the only other guy to face a Terminator, an Alien, and a Predator.
You're right. That's right. You told me that.
Linda Hamilton, she was in a lot. She has 197 credits. She was in Chill in the Corn. I forgot that.
She was. But still, this Terminator actually launched her. I mean, that made her uber famous.
Yeah. And then she's currently in Resident Alien, and she's also going to be in Stranger Things.
I saw that. I'm looking forward to that.
But I liked her most in Terminator.
Yes.
But
she's a badass.
She has a twin sister too.
She does a really good job in Terminator 2.
Yes.
Phenomenal acting job in Terminator 2.
She goes from the damsel in distress to
the badass.
Almost the antagonist.
Yes.
But her twin sister did a lot of the stunts.
I heard that.
Yeah. Not stunts. I'm sorry. The double work. The double work. Sorry. But Rick agrees with me. Conan.
Shut up, Rick.
And then Bill Paxton.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
God rest his Bill Paxton.
God rest his soul. Good actor.
He passed in 2017. He is the only actor to be killed by a Predator, an Alien, and a... So I don't think Michael Biehn will be able to catch up with him.
You know what one of my favorite movies of his is?
No.
I told you before. Near Dark.
He was fantastic.
He was fantastic in Near Dark. I love that movie.
I think I would say Michael Biehn, Tombstone, because he's in Tombstone as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Near Dark wholeheartedly. He is frightening in
He
Near Dark.
really is.
We're gonna be reviewing that one too. So, oh shit, Rick, you're right. She was in Beauty and the Beast. That's what my favorite thing was. I knew there was the Beauty and the Beast series with Ron Perlman.
I never saw that. So.
Rick, I don't know how I forgot. And Beauty and the Beast, Rob, that lasted a while. It was my wife's favorite series for a long time. You've never seen Beauty and the Beast with Ron Perlman?
Nope.
Phenomenal. It's a great series.
I'm an actual man.
It almost ends in bestiality.
Just kidding.
It ran for 3 years.
The TV series?
1990. Yeah.
Huh.
It's right here.
I'm gonna have to go try to find it and watch it. No, we don't even have to discuss it.
No, that's a
goat. Straight to the.
That is a goat. That is a goat. Without a doubt.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the goat. The goat.
So definitely a goat, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
What do you think is better, Rob? Terminator 2 or Terminator?
Personally?
Yes.
2.
No.
Terminator 2.
Corporately.
Oh.
No.
What personally, Terminator 2 is my favorite. It's also an S, for sure.
You know, it's funny because Terminator and Terminator 2 fall in the same category of Alien and Aliens, where the sequel is as good or better than the first. It's very rare. I personally think that also applies to Predator 2. I know I get a lot of shit about that, but I think Predator 2 is as good or better than the first.
I maybe agree with you on that.
Huh?
I maybe agree with you on that.
Yeah. The effects, I thought Danny Glover's character was fantastic.
Danny was great in that movie.
It was really cool in the urban setting. It should have ended there, but of course it was a money grab. So.
And when he walks on the ship, that's the first introduction that Predators interacted with aliens, because we see the skull of the alien in the ship.
Yep. Which started the whole bullshit that ended up being Alien vs. Predator.
Right.
God help us all. All right.
Help us all.
So, for those of you who don't know, Clint Eastwood made a somewhat horror film. It's more of a psychological thriller.
But I guess you could call it a horror.
It's got a serial killer in it. And I think this may be one of his best films.
It's one of his weirdest, too.
Yeah.
It's a very strange character for him. Very, very weird.
Wholeheartedly.
But I just don't see him in this character.
Wholeheartedly. It is without a doubt.
Crack is whack.
One of his best
Just
roles.
a smidge different than his other roles.
Yeah.
Just a smidge.
That's
a smidge.
You're hitting the mic.
Did I say it was a smidge? It's a smidge.
Oh, he said smidge. He said smidge. Hold on. He said smidge.
You're not quick with that.
For those
boy.
counting at home, that is smidge. It's officially twice. You don't get the
Okay,
repeat.
officially twice.
But all right, so let's talk about Tightrope. Warner Brothers. The budget was $7 million. Guess how much this made?
24.
48.
40. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn. There's 11 deaths. Many people think this should have gotten an Oscar nomination for the film and for Clint.
I don't know about that.
I
Funny thing about the death.
think it's on the same level as Dirty Harry.
No way.
The production values.
Well, maybe the
directing,
production
acting.
values that, but not just.
I mean,
It was just a strange
cinematography.
movie. Like, all the deaths occurred off screen.
Yes, it has. Clint Eastwood has the most cop name beside Dirty Harry. His cop name is Wes Block.
Block.
Like, you couldn't get more copy than that. It's a cat and mouse thriller. Using the killer uses the women to get to Block.
Right.
So it kind of flips.
It's all
the
women
script.
he's been with.
Right. Very strong villain, although they don't really give us a solid background, which
like
is
nothing.
the only complaint I have about the movie.
You know nothing about it.
What the film does is it gives us duality. You see Brock's life in the day where he is a family man, he's a divorcee, loves his kids.
He loves dogs and he brings dogs
And
in.
at night, he is a fucking pervert.
Yeah, he is.
If you've ever wanted to see a movie where you get to see a fully nude Clint Eastwood, not just nude,
Ass.
but oiled
up ass.
Oiled up.
That's why this movie freaked me out too much. It's not like him. That's not his character.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky?
Well, do you, punk?
Well, do you, punk?
You don't feel lucky after seeing his so it's a cop who is kinky. He likes bondage. He's almost a misogynist, and they subtly tell the story that whatever happened with his ex-wife, which they don't go into any
Ruined him.
deal, kind of wrecked his trust of women. So he becomes very self-destructive.
Yes.
This is a very kinky Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, extremely.
Like, you have to get past that.
I mean, somebody goes down on him in the movie, so
Yeah, and they don't show.
they don't show it,
yeah,
but you know what's happening.
you just see it. You just see his
It's just
his greasy
a
ass.
huge
You've got to ask
departure from
yourself one question.
all his other
Do I
roles.
feel lucky?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's a cop in this, typical, but
Right.
he's a very different cop.
Yeah, it's definitely not Dirty Harry. He did 2 movies like this. He did Tightrope and Play Misty for Me,
Yeah.
which were complete because
Pink
people got
Cadillac.
so used to him being Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
It really shocked people, and I personally think he did that so he wouldn't be typecast.
Before I forget,
Yeah.
who had more iconic quotes, Clint Eastwood or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Clint Eastwood.
He had a lot, didn't he?
I would say Clint Eastwood is down. They do a nice kind of throughout the whole movie. You begin to think, and he begins to think that he's the killer.
He could be the killer. Yeah,
The killer is a cop, but Rob and I said the same thing. They don't ever give you any depth into that.
Tell you why he
Right.
had a vendetta against him or anything. They never reveal any
And
of
it's
that.
deliberate. He has a vendetta. I mean, he's using the killing the women to get to Block. He's visiting the same hookers he did. Very similar to a movie later made with Bruce Willis called Striking Distance. Very similar.
Never seen that.
Check it out. It's almost the same plot.
Is it really?
Yeah. Except instead of them being hookers, they're people he dated. But you can see the influence. But yeah, it's. I like the duality.
That's cool. I always like that.
You actually see Clint Eastwood's character to evolve.
Mhm.
It has a strong female protagonist. She's a rape prevention center. She runs a rape prevention center. She was actually supposed to be the original Captain Jane.
Yeah, she was. And she pretty much said, "Oh, that's going to take up a lot of my time. Fuck it. I don't want. I want that role."
I think she might regret that one.
I think she regrets that one.
She also went to Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood was known to have some sex scene with any of his leading co-stars.
Pretty much, yeah.
Female co-stars.
Especially
and we'll
Sandra
talk
Locke.
about that in a second.
Especially Sandra Locke.
But she said for this role, it wouldn't make sense because she's supposed to be like his saving grace.
Exactly.
And it works.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't mind them not exploring why they got the divorce, but not explaining the killer more, or
That really pissed me off.
That was
I don't
the
understand.
weak part of the movie.
You never know why he had a beef with him. You never know.
Right.
And it just leaves it up in the air.
It has some really great one-liners. Rob doesn't like them. I like the one-liners.
I think they're so cheesy.
By the way, his real daughter was in this film. She plays one of his kids.
I didn't know that.
After she turned 18, she was stalked by someone because of this film. When I talk about Clint Eastwood doing the love scenes with most of his co-stars, if you watch most of his movies, his co-star is Sandra Locke, who is actually his partner. And they actually said, Clint, you can't have her in this movie.
Oh, he wanted her in everything.
And they told him it was the only thing they said no to for him, and he agreed. But Eastwood, holy shit, Eastwood has made...
There's a few credits.
He has 615 credits. Most notably, his career started with the Spaghetti Western, which were westerns that were filmed in Italy and released in the United States.
Which were fantastic.
Fistful of Dollars, Hang 'em High, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Outlaw Josie Wales, A Few Dollars More, Kogan's Bluff. I haven't seen that one. Kidd.
I put Outlaw Josie Wales on the same level as Tombstone. Close. Maybe not as
I would argue
better,
that.
but it's up there.
I would do the same thing for High Plains Drifter.
Yes.
So High Plains Drifter is my favorite Clint Eastwood film. So,
great movie.
Paint Your Wagon, which was, he had two kind of comedy westerns, Paint Your Wagon and Two Mules for Sister Sarah. Unforgiven, which is, to me, a GOAT, without doubt. Pale Rider feels like the unofficial sequel to High Plains Drifter, but I think High Plains Drifter is a better film.
Yeah.
Pale Rider's
a great film, though. It's good.
Yeah, but it still drags.
Yeah, it does drag.
Drags. Of course, Dirty Harry, Sudden Impact, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, The Deadpool.
The Deadpool.
Which I think was the last Dirty Harry movie.
I think it was too.
Jim Carrey was in that.
He was. Played a rock star.
He did. He played a rock star, a drug-addled rock star. So he was also in The Iger Sanction, which a lot of people say is his best film. Kelly's Heroes, Firefox. Man, that film is boring.
Yeah. It wasn't what's best.
I love him in Heartbreak Ridge.
Oh, great in Heartbreak Ridge.
He had two films, Any Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can.
Those
that
are
was
okay.
with the orangutan.
They're funny. Oh, okay.
Play Misty for Me. That's a good film. That's where someone's stalking him. He was in Space Cowboys, The Bridges of Madison County. I've never seen that. The Rookie, which he directed. Have you seen that? It's a mess. It's a mess of a film. Pink Cadillac. He directed.
Pink Cadillac wasn't bad.
He directed $1 Million Baby, The Mule, Gran Torino, and Cry Macho. He was also in those films. I think he directed Unforgiven as well.
He did. What TV show was he in?
Oh, hold on. Ride.
Right, you're right.
Ride.
Rolling. Oh, is it up there?
Yeah, you're right.
Let me throw this out there real quick.
Yeah.
Was Clint Eastwood, I'm going to ask you guys, was Clint Eastwood best known for his westerns or his the police ones? Was he better known as a detective or an outlaw? I would be interested to know. I think outlaw more than westerns, but Dirty Harry was pretty iconic.
He just made so many more westerns.
He did a lot more.
Yeah. I think if you asked mainstream people, they'd probably say Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
So, kind of like your question about Arnold and Conan or Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah. The remaining cast, Genevieve was also in Coma, Earthquake, and Dead Ringers, which are all fairly, not only good films that did very well. Coma's terrifying.
I never saw that.
That's where they keep people in comas to harvest their organs. Terrifying.
One of these shows we need to do a whole segment on apocalyptic movies like Earthquake, Towering Inferno. You know.
Yeah, we can add that. We'll talk to Tira on that. Absolutely, because there's tons of them.
Yeah, there is.
Throughout the years. Marco St. John, who played the killer, he has 117 credits. He was in The Package. He was also Jason in Friday the 13th Part 5. And I did the research on it. He was Jason.
He was like a fill-in. He wasn't the actor.
No, he was Jason.
What's his name?
Yeah. When we get done, I'll show you because I was like, because there's another actor that comes up. But I
the face they showed was not him. He must have worn the costume.
The mask. Yeah,
he wore the
mask.
costume.
Yeah,
Okay.
So, and then he was in the Punisher. I don't remember what he was in the Punisher. So, but yeah. And of course, Richard Tuggle, who was a terrible director, by the way. Clint Eastwood had to take over.
Did he?
I read an article where he used to not wear underwear, and he was standing on some kind of rigging, and you could see his genitalia. And Eastwood had to tell him to go get changed.
Wow.
But he was so slow and ineffectual that this film was actually directed by Clint Eastwood. Tuggle gets the credit.
I wonder why they didn't actually just ask Clint to direct it. He's a good director.
But it's interesting, though. Richard Tuggle is best known for writing Escape from Alcatraz.
Good movie.
This is the
Great
only
movie.
feature film that he actually directed.
I forgot about Escape from Alcatraz. That's a really good movie.
But yeah, most of it was directed by Eastwood. So, which interesting.
You've got to ask yourself one question: do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Rick changed his answer to Outlaw Josie Wales.
Now I love you again, Rick. Yes, good choice.
So
good choice.
I would rate this a GOAT.
Oh, of course.
If
well, no, I think A, not of course.
Yeah.
I thought you said A. I would say A. No, definitely not a GOAT.
The only reason I wouldn't make it a GOAT is because I think that not giving the info on the killer hurts the film.
Horrible.
So, and I don't know if you noticed this, Rob, but the movies are getting better. Like we're seeing, like we have no Z's.
No F's and Z's, yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. And I wonder if that's going to continue through the next
we'll see.
12 movies after we get done with this one. So,
I know.
But, so we got an S, an A, and a C. All right, next up is Dreamscape, which is an interesting movie.
Yeah, to say the least.
This also was part of the PG-13 rating.
Really?
Yep. It was $11 million. It only made 15. So it has 6 to 8 deaths. They list 6, but they say there's 8. I don't remember there being 8, but I'll say 8. The film was praised for pioneering dream sequences that mixed practical effects with early CGI. So this is one of the films that used early CGI. It wasn't awful. It wasn't Spawn bad.
No.
But they also mixed in stop motion and all that with it.
The concept was great, I thought. Fantastic.
It does have a erotic aspect to it. And Dennis Quaid's awesome in this. He really is good. He makes this movie.
Yeah, he wears a lot of sweaters.
Wears a lot of sweaters. The sweater budget was insane.
The sweater budget was insane.
Bill Cosby would have been jealous. So, but he can't even make that joke anymore because freaking Bill Cosby. But,
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Anyway. But it does start off where he helps a little boy overcome his nightmares. And it's a government project where they can invade dreams. And eventually they want to use it to assassinate people in their sleep. And
well, the main villain was to assassinate the president.
Yeah, they want to kill the president. And the guy who's running the agency is behind it. So you don't figure that out to the end. Although I think it's... They kind of telegraph it.
Really evident, yeah.
But... It looks good. It's a good-looking film.
It is. It's got some good looks.
Yeah, it's definitely a good-looking film. So...
There's one of my faves.
Yep. You'll see some of the CGI and some of the stop-motion effects in it. Again, Rob said this is really a horror. I think the only horror aspect is it's a psychological thriller.
Yes.
More than a horror.
Without
doubt. Yeah. So
just like Nightmare on Elm Street in this, if you die in your dream, you die for
like
real.
Matrix too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's some of the special effects. This is the scene on the train. Very smooth because a lot of times when you have that kind of, I don't know if it was blue screen or green screen back then, you get that like weird highlight
edges,
around them.
The edges.
It's not as bad there.
No, it's not.
This is the scene where the nuclear bomb goes off. Terrifying. It was actually kind of terrifying. This was the beginning transformation of the snake monster who shows up at the end. The assassin transforms into him. That's where the stop motion comes in. The final effect is this snake monster that looks terrifying.
He's got this, but he's got the sad eyes. The eyes were
That's the
kind of
mistake. Yeah, I agree. They screwed it with the mistake with the
eyes.
The eyes. Yeah. The cast: Dennis Quaid, who has 407 credits to his name. Rob's favorite movie, Inner Space, with him.
Yes.
The Big Easy. Frequency is my favorite. I added the Big Easy because we didn't add that last time we talked about
That's
it.
right. I forgot he was in the Big Easy.
It starred Kate Capshaw, who's 116 credits. She was the heroine in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
She was.
She was also in Space Camp and Black Rain with Michael Douglas. Max von Sydow, if you don't know who he is, he played Ming in Flash Gordon. He played the head judge or the judge of council and Judge Dredd. He was also in Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Sorry, I had to let doggies out.
Yeah, that's cool. Christopher Plummer, who has 394 credits, was in Star Crash, and he was in Star Trek. I think that's Star Trek, 3, Rob? Laurie Fleischer was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Flowers in the Attic, which is a freaky movie, and Virtuosity. That's a great movie with Denzel Washington. That's where the hologram comes to life.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Did you like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
I didn't like
Didn't like it?
I don't want to share the film because it's a well-made film. It wasn't my cup of tea. And then our bad guy, David Patrick Kelly, has 92 credits. He was in The Warriors. Rob mentioned that. Yeah. He was in Commando. Remember Sully when I said that you go? I lied. Where's Sully? I didn't go. Okay. Oh no, it was remember Sully? I promised I'd kill you last. I lied. Yeah, so that was great. And he was also in The Crow. He played T-Bird. If you want a really recognizable. George Wendt, who passed
recently.
He died this year. I forgot.
He did last year.
He played one of the doctors. He was in Fletch. He played the guy on the beach. He was in House, had a bit role in House. And
did he have a small role in Cheers?
Yeah, small role. Norm!
Norm! You should have that sound bite.
I know. I should have had that sound bite. And then it was directed by Joseph Rubin, who has 30 credits. He also directed The Stepfather, The Good Son, and Sleeping with the Enemy. So the writers of the film also did Clint Eastwood and The Gauntlet, Clint Eastwood and Pale Rider, and they wrote Turner and Hooch. Not a bad resume.
Not too bad.
For the writers of Dreamscape. So, all right. So, Rob, I think going forward, what I think the best thing is we'll alternate. Like, I'll give my review, then you give your review, and the next one you give your review. So, I started off with the last one with Tightropes. So, what would you give this film? I mean, where would you put it?
Well, back and forth between A and C.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because I really love the concept of this movie and the way that, you got two guys that can both go into people's dreams. One's, the hero, one's the villain.
Yeah.
And then the final battle. And I thought the acting was good. Some of the special effects.
Well, I mean, it was 1984.
Yeah.
Still better than Spawn.
I think A.
Okay, I would
maybe
say,
by a smidge.
I would say C.
Maybe by a smidge.
Guys, make sure you're counting at home how many times Rob uses smidge.
So you would say C?
I would say C, but you gave me Trancers, so I'm going to give you Dreamscape.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So I don't think it's fun if we agree all the time.
No, it's
so
not.
Dreamscape ends up at A thanks to Rob.
I don't want a best friend that I agree with all the time. That's boring. Smidge.
Smidge.
Crack is whack.
All right, so our next film.
Who you gonna call?
Dude, I mean, this is, by the way, this was, I couldn't even discuss this, but this was, 1984 was the year of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I think it even eclipsed, I mean, Terminator was popular, but Ghostbusters was Everything was Ghostbusters.
You know what we should have done, Ron?
What?
For this particular one, I should have got up. Brandy should have come in and sat down just because she loves Ghostbusters. She's just all about Ghostbusters.
Just slime me.
Slime me, baby.
So let's take a look at the
like what do we say that hasn't already been said?
Right.
Kind of thing, yeah.
I don't have to hear this, and I hear that. So 30 million budget. You ready, Rob?
Yes.
$295
obviously, yeah.
million.
Now, was that just the box office?
That was the box office.
The box office. So imagine how much after rentals and DVDs, all that. Yeah. That's not combined in that. No. That's crazy.
They actually say it was one of the highest grossing comedies in 1980.
One, not all. Not the top
I need to look up what other built Ghostbusters.
Wow. 290.
I don't know why
That's
this
crazy.
is horror. I'm assuming it's a horror comedy. It really is. If you were to classify it, it would be a horror comedy.
Now, I know we're not going to do this going forward, but I would like to know what that would be today's money.
We stopped that.
I know, just for this one.
Yeah. So,
the 290 million then would probably be what?
Yep.
600 now? 60.
Yeah, we could.
That's
hey,
crazy.
Google. What would be Ghostbusters total box office gross adjusted for inflation in 2025?
Adjusted for inflation to
2025. $884 billion.
Wow.
$884 billion.
Wow. That's crazy.
Fuck.
That's
Unbelievable.
He slimed me.
Slimy.
There are no kills. Now, a couple of things, because we kind of ran through the trailer. The film was based on an original script by Dan Aykroyd. It was because he has always been fascinated with paranormal, but the first script took place in space.
No.
Yeah, and it took Harold Ramis to come in and kind of wrangle.
Where'd you find that little factoid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, Eddie Murphy was supposed to be in it too. Shoot, brain fart. I don't know.
What role was he going to play?
I had no idea. He might have even been Venkman. I don't know. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was designed by illustrator Brent Heischeiker. The Ghostbusters logo was designed by Michael C. Gross. The Ray Parker theme song, and I know if there's certain songs I get away with, folks, some I know I'll get hit with, but it was. It won an Academy Award. It was nominated for an Academy Award.
Last year, I didn't have a little snippet, but I guess that's
yeah. There was also a lawsuit involving the song with Huey Lewis. I didn't know that.
Oh, because it's to the tune of "I Want a New Drug"? Maybe no. Or was he? Did they get copied one of his songs?
I don't know. The firehouse where the Ghostbusters headquarters were was also used in the films Big Trouble in Little China when they go down into the world.
Okay.
Hitch and Seinfeld and How I Met Your Mother. So it took a lot to get the name. So Ghostbusters was actually a series or a movie. I think it was a series. In 1975.
That's right. I forgot about. I've even seen that. I've seen a couple of those.
So so they came up with a couple of names as backups, which were Ghost Stoppers, Ghost Blasters, and Ghost Breakers, but they couldn't even use Ghost Breakers because that was also a film as well from 1940 with Bob Hope.
Huh.
So they eventually were able to ascertain the name.
Ghostbusters.
So, yeah.
Thank God they did.
Thank God, yeah.
He slimed me.
I can't imagine. Slimer was actually based off of John Belushi.
Really? And the iconic scene of the food fight and
yeah, exactly. From
Animal House.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he was originally going to be in the film, and of course passed before that happened. But he was actually originally called the Onion Head Ghost, but the cast changed it to Slimer.
Stupid name. The Onion Head Ghost?
So there have been 3 sequels. There was Ghostbusters 2, which is actually panned, but I think is a good film.
I think it's a good movie.
With Viggo. Then there was Ghostbusters Afterlife, which, by the way,
Good
is the only time Harold Ramis and Bill Murray were shown on camera together, even though it was a likeness because they had a falling out with Groundhog Day.
They
did not make up until Harold Ramis was developed. I don't want to say Ramis. Harold Ramis was diagnosed with cancer and nearly on his deathbed. Very
That's
sad.
a shame.
And of course, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, where they've introduced the younger cast and Paul Rudd.
We won't mention the other one.
Right. There were cartoons, Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters, Extreme Ghostbusters. There were multiple games, Ecto 1, the Ghostbusters game for Sega Genesis, Ghostbusters video game. I think that was for PlayStation or the PC. And then the Ghostbusters 2 game for Activision. It wouldn't have been for, it probably was for the PC. So there was, the original cartoon was called The Real Ghostbusters because I believe part of the deal was that Filmation was able to use the Ghostbusters name for their cartoon. So you had Filmation's Ghostbusters and the Real Ghostbusters.
The Real Ghostbusters, okay.
And the Filmation Ghostbusters actually went on to become a cult classic. And they have a toy line that is incredibly valuable.
Wow.
And of course, Ghostbusters had a toy line as well. It's still to this day.
Yeah.
There are 2 really solid documentaries I highly recommend you watch that do a far better job than we do. Because our job
I would
is
love to watch
rank.
one of those. Were they Ghost Heads?
Cleaning Up the Town is about the actual making of the Ghostbusters, and Ghost Heads talks about the fandom. They're both excellent. They're both on Amazon Prime. I think.
Oh, cool.
I think you either have to rent, but I think Cleaning Up the Town actually is part of Prime, but I'm not sure. The cast, of course, Bill Murray, Stripes, Caddyshack, Scrooged. Bill Murray has 450 credits. He was the one that replaced John Belushi.
Favorite Bill Murray movie?
Right.
What do you say?
Oh, wow.
That's hard, isn't it?
I like him as Scrooged.
Nah, I was going to say I've decided between Scrooged and Caddyshack. But
yeah.
I think Scrooge, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Dan Aykroyd had 482 credits. He was also from SNL. Aykroyd and Murray were on SNL together.
The only really good SNL that I think, the originals.
Well, no, because when Phil Hartman had a good
that was okay.
So did Eddie Murphy. So,
but still, the originals, nobody could beat the originals.
No. Of course, everyone knows Dan Aykroyd from the Blues Brothers, Trading Places, and Spies Like Us. Harold
Get it right,
Ramis,
dude. Ramis.
Damn. Was in Stripes with Bill Murray. I think he wrote Caddyshack and also wrote and directed Groundhog Day, which is what
That's where they fell out.
That's when Bill
You
Murray
know the
was going
cause of the
through his
falling out?
divorce, and they had a massive falling out.
You know what the reason was behind it?
Neither one of them ever said. All we know is Bill Murray was going through divorce. He was difficult on set.
Yeah.
I think Harold called him out on it, and it caused a rift. Ernie Hudson, who's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
He, by the way, Harold Ramis, oh my God.
Jeez, dude.
Has 183 credits. He died in 2014. And the family gave permission to use his likeness in Afterlife, which for me was the best part of the movie.
It was a phenomenal part of the movie.
The movie's not great, but that was a good part of the movie.
Soaked up a little bit.
Yep. Ernie Hudson has 435 credits.
When did he
was
die?
The Cop and the Crow. He was in Leviathan. He played the bad guy in The Substitute.
When did he die?
Ernie Hudson's still alive.
I thought he died.
No.
Seriously?
Yep.
Huh.
Annie Potts has 199 credits. She was in Pretty in Pink. She is best known for the voice of Bo Peep in Toy Story and in the television series Designing Women. We had another actor we talked about there as well. Rick Moranis, 113 credits. He stepped out of acting in 1997 after the death of his wife. He was also beat up, attacked in 2020. You remember that?
I do remember
Assaulted. He is coming out of retirement to do Spaceballs too.
Is he coming?
Yep.
Wow.
He was in Little Shop of Horrors, Spaceballs, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I would think most people know him from Spaceballs. William Atherton as Walter Pecker.
Pecker.
119 credits. He
was a Pecker too.
He always plays the asshole.
He does.
He was in Die Hard, Real Genius, and he also made an appearance in Afterlife. He played the mayor again, right? He played the mayor.
Yeah.
He wasn't the mayor. He played the mayor.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the always amazing Sigourney Weaver, Alien, Grills in the Mist, and Avatar. She has over 467 credits, but I think most people would say Alien.
Yes.
And I think Ghostbusters would be number 2. Go ahead.
If you're known for playing the perfect asshole, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
As long as you're getting paid.
Yeah.
Ivan Reitman, who passed in 2022, has 219 credits. Stripes, Meatballs. I didn't like Meatballs. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Dave, which is fantastic.
Dave's a great movie.
Legal Eagles, My Super Ex-Girlfriend, which is also a very funny movie. He tried to rekindle the magic of Ghostbusters with Evolution, but it fails. It was kind of I almost feel like Reitman was trying to take Dan Aykroyd's original idea of Ghostbusters in space, because it's about aliens, and it's terrible. It's miscast. It's not funny. It doesn't do anything that Ghostbusters did. Twins, Junior is such a disturbing movie. And unintentionally disturbing.
What is Junior?
It's where he gets pregnant. Schwarzenegger gets pregnant.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Who would have known, right?
I don't want to see that.
Who would have known?
Oh.
I have no doubt if it was made today, it would probably be boycotted. Kindergarten Cop. He did Rabid. I didn't know he did Rabid with Cronenberg. Space Hunter, Heavy Metal, Casual Sex, 2 Beethoven movies, Baywatch, the movie, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Oh my God. Space Jam 1 and 2, Old School, and Disturbing. I think he actually was a producer on the last 3. I don't think he actually wrote or directed those last 3.
Didn't you say on one of our couple last podcasts that Beethoven has like 20 sequels?
It's got like 6 or 7. Yeah,
like a ton of them.
It's ridiculous. So that is Ghostbusters.
He slimed me.
No question.
We don't even, it's funny. We didn't even talk about what happens in the movie because why do we need to?
No, and plus the fact, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. I don't want to spoil it.
Exactly.
It's one of those movies that we didn't even go that deep into what happens in Terminator.
No, we didn't. You're right.
You need to watch it.
Because
You need to watch it.
And we didn't give out the ending either in Terminator. So that's true. That's true.
We didn't give it any
we don't really need to talk about it because if you've seen it, you know. And if you haven't, you need to.
I try not to. We've given endings away in the really bad ones, but like Dreamscape has an ambiguous ending. We did the ending in Tightrope. Trancers we gave the ending away. Ghostbusters, they fight ghosts.
They fight ghosts, yeah.
And then Terminator, everyone knows how it ends.
Yes, so we don't need to say
it ends with countless bad sequels. So.
Well, wait a minute, not 2.
2 was good. Yeah. All right, we're almost done, guys.
There we go.
We are literally.
This is the last one.
More. And that is Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Hit the soundbite.
Yeah. So, budget was 2.2 mil, Rob. It made 32.
That's a good day at the box office.
With a limited international release.
Wow.
So, kill count, 13 confirmed kills. It was the return of Jason. It was the first film to reveal Jason Voorhees fully wearing his iconic hockey mask throughout the movie. It's grittier and more violent.
Yeah, definitely darker. It's a darker movie.
It features more graphic kills compared to previous entries. And it revitalized the slasher franchise.
100%.
Apparently,
100%.
The franchise was dipping and people were getting out. And this sequel, which you never hear happening,
I think it's because of the quality and the darkness and the graphics.
It looks different than most of the films.
It
has
does.
a different look. It looks more like the first film.
And like I was telling you before we started tonight, it got to know the characters more than any other movie. You really got a little glimpse into who they were. You kind of felt for them.
Yeah.
More than otherwise just being meat.
Yeah.
You actually felt for them a little bit.
Right. And this is the one where Jason dies.
Well, yeah, supposedly.
Supposedly dies. Because if you go to the 5th film, it's not Jason.
It's not Jason.
So,
well, I guess, yeah, he does die. Because in the 6th film, they resurrect him.
Right,
So, yeah, he does die.
He dies in this film. To me, it should have ended with these 4 films. This is the
You
series.
said that a lot, but yeah.
I think these 4 are canon. I think everything else is not canon, but Rob disagrees, and rightfully so, because he's a much bigger fan than I am. Actress Kimberly Beck almost drowned in the film.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So it was the introduction of Tommy Jarvis. Fuck you, Corey Feldman.
Fuck you, Corey Feldman. I say that because Ron says it.
And he became a key character in the franchise.
The Tommy Jarvis character did, yes.
We're not going to talk about the 5th film because that's coming up. Yeah. But Corey Feldman played young. I think this was he only showed up in this film. And the gore effects were done by Tom Savini. 302 credits, including his acting for Tom Savini.
Yeah, he returned in this one to the franchise, right?
And he based a lot of the kills off of David Cronenberg's body horror. I didn't know that.
I did not know that
But he
either.
did Creepshow 2, Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, Monkey Shines, Invasion
he
USA.
did Monkey Shines?
He did the effects for Invasion USA, Rob.
Did he really?
Yeah. Maniac, we talked about. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Innocent Blood, which is a terrible vampire film. Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. A film called Night Riders, Alone in the Dark, and Dusk Till Dawn. He was also in that film.
That's some good effects in that movie.
He had the penis gun. Right? So it's about time we start talking about the sequel. So there were a total of, how many sequels, Rob? 10.
11.
What was the 11th one?
Counting Freddy versus Jason, it was 11.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Yep. And then there was a reboot.
That's included in the...
There are 3 games. The 2 games.
The original NES game was hard as hell.
Yeah. And then there's one, I think, for... Was it
PlayStation? There's a right.
There was a series that had nothing to do with Jason. It was almost like it's almost like they went the route of Halloween 3.
Yeah, they just wanted to borrow the name so they could.
I never liked the series, and now there's a new series coming out called Crystal Lake.
Yes, well, we'll see if it ever comes out.
But like I said, I think the first 4 films are canon. I think the rest is just nonsense.
Well, nonsense is a pretty strong word.
Well, I mean, it goes into the whole Jason being a zombie.
A Deadite.
Yeah, a Deadite. Yeah. My favorite is number 7. And
Well, now you said after 4 was nonsense, but 7's your favorite.
I like 7 because of Tina.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that's just because of camp. But I do think the first 4. I think they're on a different level. They're better acted, better directed. They look better. They feel. I take them serious.
Yeah.
The rest of them I can't take.
And the actress that played Tina, died recently.
Yeah, I know. It's so sad. Rob and I both like Jason 10 though, or Jason X.
It gets so much flack, but I think it's great.
And my least favorite is probably Freddy versus Jason. Rob's least favorite is Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason Goes to Hell is an abomination.
Yeah. And we can't talk about it because you haven't seen the Halloween. Because they do it in the Halloween.
Yeah, please don't tell me.
They do something like it. The cast: Corey Feldman, Stand By Me, Goonies, The Lost Boys.
Fuck you.
Peter Barton. I didn't realize he played The Powers of Matthew Starr. I remember that series. He was also in The Young and the Restless. Barbara Howard was in Falcon Crest Early Edition and The White Palace. And Ted White, who played Jason, was also in Escape from New York, Wild Wild West, and The Fast and Furious 2.
What was he in Escape from New York, did it say?
Nope. So...
Yeah, he's one of the more he's iconic Jason. He did a really good job in part 4.
Yep. The guy who wrote the film, his only other big credit is The Happy Hooker Went to Washington.
Okay.
Goes to Washington.
Great film. We'll be reviewing that one?
It was directed by Joseph Zito. I didn't find anything else of significance, but it was written by Barry Cohen, who's best known for writing The Happy Hooker Goes to Washington and
Who
Jason
was
Part 4.
Who was the happy hooker? We don't know.
Joey Heatherton
Okay.
is the happy hooker. So, I mean,
Oh.
yeah. So, there you go.
Crack is whack.
It is.
Yeah, anyway. So Rob, I'm gonna let you get the call on this one.
S. It's a goat.
You think it's a goat?
It's a goat for sure.
Okay.
Because it revitalized the whole franchise. And the production value.
I think it's as good as the first.
Yeah.
I agree. Wow, Rob. Holy crap. We got 3 goats.
3 goats?
So yeah. Sorry for the echo. There you go. So let's take a look. We got 3 S's, which is pretty damn impressive.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
We got Terminator, Ghostbusters, and Friday the 13th Part 4. Rob and I.
Now, which
100%.
one of those is the biggest goat? We never talk about that.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
What do you think?
I'd have to say yeah.
Oh, you agree with that?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Okay. We've got 2 A's.
Good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing.
Dreamscape, I would have given it a C. Rob gave it an A. And Tightrope, we both agree because the villain, they didn't expound upon the villain enough. And lastly, C.
I mean, it's all right. Like, overrated as fuck, in my opinion. I mean,
which is Trancers. Rob would have given it an F. I gave it a C.
We escaped F's and Z's. Wow.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
Oh,
that's right. We got yeah.
Thanks for watching. We deeply appreciate your support, and we appreciate you being part of this. Part 2 will be next week. Same bat time, same bat station. Still covering 1984. We got 3 parts. That'll be part 2 of 3. So we appreciate you watching. Like, follow, and share our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our TikTok, our Instagram, our Twitter /X, our Rumble. They're all there in between.
Everything.
It's absolutely free, but it makes a world of difference to us. It has a huge impact. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate you watching. We hope each program we get better and better. So we've got a lot of cool concepts coming up when we get through with the horror films of the 80s. And I think that if you guys stick with us, you're really going to be happy. But anyway, guys, have a great one.